Why are you so sleepy baby, Anthony?
Yeah, Anthony does have the biggest sleepy baby energy.
Yeah, it's that kind of vibe I'm bringing to this episode, I guess. I can't help it.
Look what I'm bringing to this episode.
Ooh, a shirt.
So I guess Cody is not capping then.
No. One thing about you might as well call me Captain America because I never cap.
Well, we've established that's a lie.
That was the cap right there.
The cap counter starts at 1 this episode.
Cap
counter. Well, shit, we might as well jump right into it then. Welcome to Comics and Chronic, everyone. I'm Jacob H. You already know who's joining me. It's Anthony Iannaccio and Cody Cannon. And today we are talking the newest installment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Captain America DEI. I mean, Brave New World. Sorry.
Oh, it was the DEI Captain America movie. That's so funny. Hell yeah. I'm drinking a fine wine because I think that's what this movie deserves.
Yeah, Cody pulls out a glass of wine after that. What the fuck?
I know, seriously. What is going on? This is definitely Skrull Cody we're dealing with.
It was very Leonardo DiCaprio and Django. Fuck you, Cody.
No, actually, despite that joke, I do like Anthony Mackie as Captain America. There were things I liked about this movie. It was just kind of like, I'll tell you what. You could tell that this movie went through reshoots.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah, there were a lot of those, apparently.
No, but just from watching the movie, it kind of felt like a little...
wonky.
I don't know, wonky. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely...
Oh,
I guarantee you the first couple versions that they tested sucked dick. Just because Marvel's been doing a lot of that lately. You know what I mean?
It's kind of crazy if this is the version they ended up on.
Well, they took out a bunch of characters. Like, I know the wrestler Seth Rollins was supposed to be in the movie as part of, I think the Serpent Society. Yeah, other people. But then they were like, Giancarlo Esposito is a much bigger name than anybody else. So, he
should have been General Fortean.
He was wasted. He was wasted as this dude. Sidewinder.
Also, the dumbest fucking name. I know it's a comic book villain, but it's a dumb villain name.
And hold on, this is not to say that Giancarlo Esposito was bad in the movie at all. No. It's just that I think he was wasted.
He was. I would have literally liked to see him more.
Yeah, but he
General Fortean, and that way they could build up maybe that, and one day we can see a Hulk story develop.
Yeah, but make no mistake about it. This was Incredible Hulk 2, through and through. Yeah. It felt way more like that than Captain America 4. I'll say.
Okay, I'll say that it felt like a hybrid of both because a big part of it is what is Cap now that there's in a post end game world, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Falcon and Winter Soldier handled that part better, and I liked it a lot more for that.
I agree.
Whoa.
Oh, me and Jake on the same page. We're turning pages tonight.
Dude, yeah, this is crazy.
Dude, I'll tell you. Not only do I want to turn the page, I wish we closed the book on is fucking Joaquin. I can't stand that motherfucker. I really wanted him to die.
He should have died.
It's like Mean Girls. It's stop trying to make Joaquin happen. I'm not you guys really hard selling him this movie. I don't care for him.
Yeah, he's just whatevs.
Yeah. But wait,
Lane
Cody,
Robin.
So it's obvious me and Jake don't like it as much as you do, but you seem to like it a lot more.
Yeah, you seem to have loved it. I'm kind of surprised.
I thought it was awesome.
So what about it that's different from other MCU movies for you? What made it?
For one, while there was still humor in it, it didn't feel nearly as ham-fisted down your throat like they have been doing for since Guardians 1. They yes, they did have, but that's a comic booky thing to do is to have moments of humor. But Marvel is really ham-fisted bad jokes down your throat for a long time now. And I'm glad this movie felt like it took itself a little more seriously than a lot of post-Endgame movies did.
It was definitely going for that Winter Soldier vibe.
For sure. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
I don't know if they nailed it, though.
They didn't get to the high of the Winter Soldier, no. But I'll tell you this, I think it was better than almost all of the phase before it.
Cody, this is Comics and Chronic. I stay high. So if it doesn't reach that high, then why are we even wasting our time with it?
Dude, well, then you're not going to like Marvel.
True. No, it's weird. It's like, because I don't feel like I didn't hate it. I'm not giving it a 6. I'll be straight.
I'm not giving it a 6.
I didn't hate it, but it was just like literally while watching it, I was like, oh, that's something I like. And then like there would be, I was like, that's something I'm kind of like iffy on. It just felt like a muddled kind of feel.
Agreed. Like it didn't stand on its own in the sense that like, again, it was more like a Hulk movie, so it didn't feel as Captain America focused as it could have been, I guess. And also, like I like Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson as Captain America. I think he pulls it off. He's obviously one of the best parts of the movie. I loved Isaiah Bradley.
Yeah.
I love his character, but like too much of the movie felt like Winter Soldier. Like they were trying to be Winter Soldier. Like with Isaiah Bradley being kind of like a sleeper agent, you know, doing some crazy
very
shit.
Manchurian Candidate.
Yeah.
Which we've already seen
part
done in Captain America.
The scene with Sidewinder and Sam Wilson in the truck felt very reminiscent of the Nick Fury scene where he gets stuck in the truck and, you know, they're coming after him. The fact when they confront the leader, it felt very much like the scene where Steve Rogers and Black Widow
confront Dr. Zola. Yeah.
Exactly. Like there were too many things that were, and then we had Israeli Black Widow in this movie who I just didn't like her character at all.
Yeah,
like,
I wasn't crazy about her.
Yeah, well, I
There was
wonder
nothing-
why, guys. I wonder why.
She was just
We'll get
okay
into it.
for me.
No, she sucked, but
Yeah, she was just bringing nothing to the table. Like, so like Anthony Mackie didn't have a good supporting cast, I felt.
Also, I had trouble figuring out how big she was.
She was small. Yeah, she was small.
I was like literally there were times I was like, wait, is she a little person or is she just like seriously? I was like, I can't tell like how small she is.
She was like she looks like she's 4 feet tall. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Like,
She looked like 4'11". I was like, it kind of fucked with me, to be honest, like while watching.
That's hilarious that that's one of your gripes.
Well, I hate carnies and I hate little people. So it makes sense. No. Also, I did like, you know, I know that her character is Israeli and whatnot, but I did like the deliberate choice of making her costume instead of white and blue, which the Israeli flag was black and blue. I like picked that up. I was like, that's definitely a deliberate choice. So.
Oh, you think they would have originally did white and blue?
Yeah. The fact that her costume is black except with the blue stripe, for sure.
She is a character in the comics. Like
I
she's
know,
not made
and
for
her
the
costume
movie.
is white. So.
Oh, in the comics, gotcha.
Yeah, in the comics. That's why I mean it's a very deliberate choice to make it black in the movie.
Interesting.
I just felt like her, like, I don't know, like it was just the way it was mimicking.
She didn't
like,
need to be in the movie.
It wasn't that she didn't need to be in the movie. Like she didn't stand up to Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow. Like Joaquin didn't. He doesn't remind me of a young Anthony Mackie, let's say, in the same role. Like they're not bringing the same thing.
No, I mean, definitely not. I agree with those sentiments, but not enough so that they're going to detract major Pesci's from me.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
For me, when I was watching it and I was watching Joaquin, I just really wanted this like Jason Todd fate to befall him.
I mean, I felt the same way. I felt the same way. And had they killed him in that when he just like almost died, I might even have given this a 6.
Oh, shit. Real stakes.
Yeah, seriously.
No, I didn't want him to die. I don't think I hate him as much as you guys seem to hate him. Like, but
I hate him.
I hate him.
He's not my favorite sidekick. I feel like he's going to have a moment probably in a next movie or two where he kind of earns
care.
it.
Hopefully I go to the bathroom during that moment.
Yeah, no, I don't care either.
Like, okay, so here's some of my gripes, first off.
Okay.
In no particular order. One, the leader was nerfed.
Nerfed? I hated his design.
Almost no powers.
Yeah.
Like literally his powers was building technology. Even his mind control wasn't doing with his mind. He was doing it with computers and cell phones. So it was like, all right, like at least like honestly, a real missed opportunity was like someone answering a cell phone and like in Hulk Ground Zero, the leader being like, this is your leader speaking, kill the president. And then them just going into a trance and killing the president or something. Also, when that one soldier at the end of the movie, he's like, who are you? And he says, I'm the hero. That's what the leader says. I thought he was going to say, I'm your leader. And like never once.
That would have been way cooler.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's like, I'm the hero. I was like, dude, what?
Also, that guy that dies is a character, D-Man.
Dunphy?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about Dunphy.
He's done. They killed him.
Good.
Good.
I'm glad. I would see him die 12 times over.
But did you like the design of the leader?
No.
I didn't like it at all.
There were some things I liked.
Oh,
Some
there
things I
was
didn't.
a lot I
His
liked.
design, I didn't
Oh,
like.
I liked his design. I did.
Really?
I would have liked it more if he would have had powers.
I would have been able to tolerate his design more if he had actually had powers.
That's
yeah.
fair.
I do think he was nerfed. I do think this. Here's my gripes. I think this movie is guilty of every MCU movie where they just cherry pick a lot of things from classic beloved comic stories, but not enough to give it the heart that it needs to carry the movie. You know what I mean? I feel that way about honestly, anything that the Hulk's in or related to.
I actually like that's the highlight. One of the highlights of the movie for me: Red Hulk and Harrison Ford in general.
Red Hulk was awesome.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford was incredible.
Red Hulk was awesome. Harrison Ford was awesome. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, Harrison Ford acted his ass off.
Yeah.
But hold on. I want to stick with the leader for a second because
Yeah,
there
go
were
for
some
it.
things I did like about him.
Yeah.
Like, okay, the brain design wasn't that awful. I just kind of wish they went all the way like Hulk Ground Zero, big ass brain head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it more looked like he looked like, what's his name? Like Barry Keegan's Joker in the Batman. What it's all like, you know what I mean? Like it had like his head had that kind of like fucked up, like someone threw acid on his head type
Yeah.
of look.
Yeah. I can
And
see
also
that.
like I did like that one of his eyes was like glowing green, like how like in the comics Hulk people, irradiated gamma people glow green.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But why was the other eye like blind or like a glass? You know what I mean? Like it was like kind of like lazy or some shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I just didn't like the design in general. I wanted him to be more comic accurate.
Yeah, no, I do too. I want a more comic accurate leader.
I mean, I did too, but I didn't hate. I'm glad they didn't just make him a green dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Well, I
wasn't
think
a bad
they had-
performance either.
They had backlash. Yeah, like honestly, he would have been awesome had he literally been comic book accurate, and that performance would have been fun.
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought his performance was fun. I liked him as a villain.
I'm glad he didn't get killed off.
I'm
I
also
do-
glad he didn't
I do
get
want to
killed.
see him come back and be like a bigger threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see Bruce Banner interact with him. You know, I want to.
exactly. I want to see like the leader fight, like Hulk. I want to see Hulk fight his classic villains and not have the Abomination in one scene in Shang-Chi. Like
Yeah.
stop. Let us see the Hulk.
No,
Universe.
that's what
Yeah.
they're doing is they just like cherry pick tiny morsels, but not enough to give it any real.
Well, they can't because Universal still owns the rights to solo Hulk shit. So they
Yeah,
can't.
that's exactly what.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or else we probably would have had a sequel.
Well, that's then do something different. Then stop using his characters.
Yeah, exactly. You could
Just-
literally use any other Marvel character.
You have an entire pantheon. Why not use it?
I do like Red Hulk though.
I loved Red Hulk, but
Yeah.
yeah, I loved it. I thought that was awesome.
That fight at the end was incredible. I love that fight. That was
I like
was a
that
cool-
fight.
that was a
I
great
also,
fight.
even though I do wish he had died, I thought the fight with the Jets was pretty awesome.
That was cool too. Yeah,
That was cool. That was a good
I mean,
fight.
Really
honestly, the
cool
action was
sequences.
overall pretty badass.
I
Yeah.
agree.
The
Agreed.
opening action sequence was pretty dope.
Yes.
The fight scene with Sidewinder was also dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, the action in the movie was good.
Also, I liked seeing Sam get his ass kicked. Like, I like that they really made a difference. Like, no, this isn't like serum
He's
up
not
Steve
a
Rogers.
Right.
He can still get his ass beat. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's still kicking ass despite not having the serum.
No,
too
I
yet.
know. That's what I liked about it. Like, he was still good with the shield. I really liked the use. I really liked the vibranium fucking Wakanda wings. I thought that
Yeah.
was cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
His costume was sick. I really liked his costume.
I
Yeah.
liked his costume. I hated Joaquin's costume.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Why was his costume so like
It's
just-
funny in the comics. Joaquin's character is like I think he's a mutant or he was experimented on, and he's part human but like part Falcon DNA, so he's very bird-like and more
Ugh.
non-human.
Oh.
I was wondering if they were going to go for that because they knocked him out, and then
Of course they weren't gonna go for that.
No, they didn't. Marvel has no balls. I will say
You know what
that.
You know what I did notice is they gave Sam Wilson fucking Archangel's like dagger wing things.
Mm.
It's like
Yeah.
those dagger feathers.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, those were those when he was hitting the Hulk with those, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, cool suit, cool use of powers, but mentioning Archangel okay, a plot point of this movie is that from the Celestial, from the Eternals movie that everyone watched, of course, that adamantium is coming from it. But like, I don't know how I feel about that because it's like a lot of adamant. Like in the Marvel universe, we know that adamantium's super rare. Wolverine has it on his bones. Like, yeah, for instance, like why?
But it
I
does
think it would
come from outer space in the comics, so it makes sense that like the Celestial comes from outer space. You know.
True, but I'm saying like, what is like multiple countries having it? What is that? You know, what does that mean for it? Like, for instance, like
villains.
I think it would have been cool if they said like Canada was involved with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we got a mention of that, or else, because this is what I'm saying. Adamantium's only really used for Wolverine. Like, it's not really a lot of characters that have had it.
Doesn't Omega Red have some?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. Oh yeah, he has that too. But the point being, you get what I'm saying? Like, why is it such a plot point, I guess? Like, and how does that involve the X-Men in the future, which is what we're still waiting for in the MCU, you know?
Yeah, I was kind of expecting a little more X-Men teases, especially with the word adamantium being used.
Here's another thing that I'm going to say I loved about this movie. They didn't fucking jam pack it full with dumbass fan service.
It might have benefited if it did, though. I'll be honest. I might have given it a higher score. If it
Whoa, really? Because I'm going to say it. I liked this more than I liked No Way Home.
What?
I don't know if I could say that.
The hell no. Yeah, no way.
I did.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I agree. That's how I feel.
Out of Captain America movies, this is like third or fourth. Maybe fourth.
It's definitely the weakest.
Did you like this better than Deadpool Wolverine?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
I don't think I did.
I think it'll hold up much better too.
I actually do agree with that because it does move the Marvel-ish along. I have rewatched Deadpool Wolverine. It moves nothing along.
I'm gonna say I liked it more than Deadpool Wolverine. I'm also gonna say, okay, it's better than at least 2. Maybe 3 of the Thor movies.
Yeah, that's fair.
Here we go.
That's
Cody's
a low bar, though.
again.
Yeah,
it's better than at least one of the Iron Man movies.
it's not a terrible movie. I get it. When it comes to the MCU, it's not in the lower ranked ones. Absolutely not. But it's not great,
Especially post Endgame.
But that's what I mean. It's kind of like Midtown for me.
Yeah.
I mean,
A little bit past Midtown for me, like Uptown more than that.
A few blocks above Midtown.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Yeah, we're talking Hell's Kitchen area. You know what I mean?
We're on Pesci Street.
Holy shit.
No, but I went into it. I was probably the least excited of the 3 of us.
That's true, you were. And now you're the most excited.
And I picked up KO and I was like, KO, we're going to see Captain America today. And he looks over at me. He's like, I heard it was buns. And I was like, well, we're about to find out for ourselves. He's like, okay. And 15 minutes in, he leans over and he's like it was like right around the time when they were chasing, when Harrison Ford almost got shot by the sleepers.
Isaiah Bradley.
Yeah, that's a great scene.
Yeah.
Great scene.
Dude, and Isaiah killed it the way he was like, I'm not going back in, man. And he was crying.
Yeah.
And
He was one of the best parts of the movie.
Also, I was kind of down to see him like kick some more ass.
Yeah, I want to see him in the suit, like
I
kick
want to see him,
someone's ass.
dude. Me too. There was a point in the movie where I was like, dude, I wonder if he's gonna like suit up.
Yeah,
and like team
wouldn't
up
that
with
have been cool?
Sam. It would have been that. Honestly, I would have probably liked the movie a lot
because he has power. So like, I feel like he could have had.
He's literally like the lost Captain America.
Yeah.
So we could have seen him go toe to toe with Red Hulk for a second. You know, even if it's not like to win, but oh man, yeah, he's such a great character.
He is a great character. How'd you feel about the Bucky cameo?
who cares?
It was all right. Right.
Did you find yourself wondering like why doesn't Bucky just help?
Yeah, that exactly.
Because
I thought he would have been
I was kind
involved
of
more.
wondering. I was like,
No, because
Bucky,
they
why
said
don't you just help him out?
said why. Because he's running for
running
office.
for
Congressman, yeah,
Congress.
right.
But we know he's in Thunderbolts coming
Right,
up.
exactly.
Yeah,
No.
all that means is like his bid for Congress is going to fall apart.
Maybe,
Yeah, I guess so. See, but I think what the MCU should do, and I don't think they should take away Cap from Sam. I think Bucky should also get the mantle. Like, Either they share it at some point. I'm not trying to take it away, or that we just get to see him wear it once. Because Bucky's still, like, MCU-wise, Bucky definitely deserves it too. Like, I'm not saying Sam Wilson doesn't deserve the mantle at all, but, like, from Steve Rogers, I don't think, like, he has the same, like, vibe as Steve Rogers did when I'm watching the Captain America movies. You know, if he still feels like a Cap that has to earn his wings, so to speak, even though he is Cap.
I felt like kill Iron Man's parents.
Oh, right. Bucky did. Yeah.
Bucky did. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I feel like Bucky also has something to, like, still kind of prove.
I mean, I'd be down if, like, after Anthony Mackie gets his own trilogy, if he gives the shield to Bucky and he's like, Here, you're the only man I could think of who should take this.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, sure. I just don't.
But I do want to see Anthony Mackie and Sam Wilson get their stars and have their own trilogy.
Absolutely.
They deserve it.
I just didn't hate this movie as much as you guys.
I'm not saying I hated it.
I hate it, dude. Stop.
I liked
putting words in our mouth.
the leader. Although I didn't like how much they nerfed him, it was cool that he was just like always like 3 steps ahead. You know what I mean?
He always is.
Yeah, I mean, I liked the leader a lot. I liked that there was a ton of action, and and the leader didn't have any hand in it because he wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, there was a lot of things I liked about this movie. I liked that it wasn't fucking bogged down with fan service. I'm so sick of that. I'm so sick of it in Marvel movies.
What do you mean when you say fan service?
Like just like unnecessary like the Bucky thing was the most fan servicey thing.
No, that wasn't like a cameo in
but I did
in the
like
MCU sense. Yeah, it worked. It always made sense story-wise to include, like, it's like the Captain America family, so if he's there it makes sense.
Yeah.
I thought they would just, like, hint at something in Thunderbolts a little bit more. Or something like that. Like, I feel like for it being such a Hulk-heavy movie, like Bruce Banner not making an appearance, like I feel like that was a cameo that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Like maybe not a major presence, but
after the last time of us seeing Bruce, I don't give a fuck.
That's true, which is literally in She-Hulk, and he's like, "This is my son."
Yeah, dude. After that,
yeah, you're right.
That's the last time we saw Bruce. I'm fine with never seeing Bruce
again. About Bruce Banner right now.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, that's probably the only reason Harrison Ford got to see his daughter. Betty doesn't give a fuck about Bruce Banner right now.
Exactly. Yeah,
that was a cool cameo, though. I'm glad she came back for a little
classic Liv Tyler,
looking
good,
gorgeous as ever.
Good.
Yeah, dude. She ages like a fine wine.
Yeah. You know what I did like?
Has elf blood for sure.
Yeah, I really liked the explanation for General Thunderbolt not having his mustache.
Yeah,
the PR team said if he runs for president, he should get rid of it. But then they show that clip of when he had this tirade on TV and he does have the mustache. He's like, I like that. I was like, all right, cool. At least,
yeah. No, I agree with that. I mean, it is you would hear about that kind of stuff happening in American politics.
Yeah. But still, sometimes I just miss like the classic look of people. So I kind of liked that they at least explained.
Yeah, I would like him with a stash.
For sure.
Wait, but how do we feel now that we've seen his Thunderbolt Ross? How do we rank the Thunderbolts? Remember, you got Sam Elliott, William Hurt, and now Harrison Ford.
Honestly, it would have been cool to see William Hurt as the Red Hulk. I know. But I'm saying, like,
it would have been an awesome Red Hulk.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. For me, Sam Elliott is still the best Thunderbolt. Sorry,
in a bad Hulk movie. For me,
it's not a Ang Lee. I don't think Ang Lee's Hulk is a bad Hulk movie. I think
you got to check out that episode for
goated.
Okay, how would you rank the 3?
The 3 what?
Hulk movies.
Ang Lee's Hulk, Incredible Hulk. What's the third Hulk movie?
This one, according to you guys.
According to the movie.
Would actually, I would put this below Ang Lee's Hulk if I'm being quite frank. Ang Lee's Hulk is way better than this. By like a lot. And you guys are low-key capper. You guys are wild cappers if you...
Wild cappers.
You guys are wild cappers if you say otherwise.
Oh.
And I'm not going to lie. Actually, like, I love Incredible Hulk. I think it's fucking awesome. It might be better than Ang Lee's Hulk, but if it is, it's not by a large margin.
I think I agree with you on all 3 all of those sentiments. I think.
See, nothing I'm saying is crazy, guys.
No, but I don't know if I agree. I might like Harrison Ford. I don't like his appearance the most, but dude,
Sam Elliott's Thunderbolt would beat the shit out of Harrison Ford's Thunderbolt.
I mean, Harrison Ford's just much older than Sam Elliott was.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just saying.
But Harrison Ford acted his ass off in this movie, man.
He did. I actually liked that he didn't like phone it in. He's such a high caliber actor that you would think
It felt like
and he's also notorious for like when being interviewed about movies, of him being like, I just took it because I don't give a fuck. So, but like, it seems like he gave a fuck. So that's cool.
Yeah. He's like, I'm here to have fun, you know?
Yeah, no. I honestly thought his performance in this was leaps and bounds better than his performance in the Star Wars movie he was in.
Oh, for sure. I agree.
I thought this was like, I would say there's an argument for, I mean, I obviously haven't seen everything he's been in, but this is like his best role in decades, in a long time.
Probably.
I mean, I definitely want to see him come back as the character. I feel like he could be on the Avengers because the Red Hulk has been.
Or he could be on the Thunderbolts.
That would make sense.
What if, like, in the Thunderbolts movie, they're all losing to Sentry throughout the movie. They can't win, and they release Thunderbolt from the raft, have him be Red Hulk, so that way they can even out the playing field.
That would actually be pretty cool.
That's the only hope Thunderbolts have. I will say that preemptively, I think Thunderbolts is going to be the worst of the 3 Marvel movies coming out this year.
Yeah, that trailer, once again, did nothing to hype me. I'm just like, God, I don't care about this movie.
Yeah,
really.
If anything, every bit I see, I care less.
The more I see, the less I care.
And speaking of that, like in this movie, Ross is the president, but the last time we hear about a president in the MCU is in Secret Invasion. Like it's a big plot point with the president almost being killed by Skrulls and being caught up with all of that. And that dude is not president in this movie. And they didn't tell us how Ross became president from that dude. So like,
I think they did.
It doesn't count.
The country wants a different man. That was a weak man who let literal illegal aliens into the world. And General Thunderbolt, no,
he's a military man.
Yeah, he's a military man. He's got that border,
he's
both
like the
cosmic and on Mexico tight.
He's got the.
America was like, this is the man we need.
He's like the John McCain of the MCU.
John I guess this is canon now.
America wanted a more, I mean, even just the way they were like talking is all right. Like Harrison Ford's probably like his Thunderbolt was probably a Republican. Let's keep it real.
For sure. Sure.
Like definitely a Republican president.
But I think a more classic Republican, not this bananas off the wall ape shit Trump Republican. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like, I think I would put him more in line with like Bush Sr. or something, you know?
This is a classically evil Republican.
Yeah. For sure.
Classically evil.
Yeah. Traditionally evil.
Yeah. No, I mean, the action was really good, to be honest. And like I'm a sucker for seeing Captain do anything with the shield, like all the bing bang bing. Like love seeing all that shit.
Awesome,
dude. I loved how he would incorporate the shield like while flying, especially in the Celestial Island fight.
Yeah, that was awesome
against missiles and shit.
Actually, that whole dude when he surfs on that one missile and like puts it in the water and then takes off.
Yeah,
like, he does some sick shit in that fight.
Yeah, dude, that fight was awesome.
It was a great fight.
Yeah, dude, I would say
the action gets a 6 in this movie.
I would say that other than maybe the hallway scene in Guardians 3, post Endgame, this movie had the best action of post Endgame MCU.
Yeah. There's so much I can't even keep track of all the action.
Just Cody's ranking, like I just can't. Isn't it enough to say
Anthony can't deal with the ranking?
Isn't it enough to say there was good action in this movie? Like,
but I'm just saying, I like
Cody always has to compare.
I like I think when you have something as big as the MCU, why would you not compare?
That's a fair point, actually.
Yeah, but I mean, Deadpool Wolverine had great action too. I wouldn't sleep on that.
I think other than that one fight between Deadpool and Wolverine, none of the action could have compared.
The scene where it's just one continuous shot where it passes the bus, that was a great action sequence.
Okay,
that felt like a comic book. You just didn't like the movie.
I didn't like that movie.
I didn't love that movie either, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna hate on it. You know,
we're being torn apart. It's like the leader is working at all of us right
he's
now.
been here the whole time.
Oh Lord,
dude, that's actually what happened. That's why I love this movie so much. The leader got to me.
seriously, yeah. Yeah, like the mind control thing I was super down for, and then when they were like, oh, he wasn't even doing it with his big brain or his power, like he had no powers, he just made dank technology. Like
his power was just that he was like smarter,
super smart. I get it, but like in the comics, he has powers. Like he can do shit with his crazy shit with his powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he could have been a better leader.
I also wish for Red Hulk, I do wish they showed more of his like, if he touches things, it melts, and like he's
the
like
heat
really,
part of it.
Yeah, like the heat part of his powers,
and he could absorb gamma too. That's another thing.
Yeah, like I was hoping like there'd be more of that. Like his when he was hulking up, his suit burnt and everything.
Yeah,
but I kind of wanted it like it'd be cool if like when he was holding the shield, if it started to like slowly like melt or warp the metal, like just shit like that to show his like radioactive heat.
Yeah, I also wish we got just more of him in general in the movie. Like
True.
we only get to see him transform at the end.
At the end, yeah, I would have been down to see a few fights with him.
I mean, I agree with that, but I think the way they did it gave it real stakes. I mean, because like it showed that the leader truly, at the end of the day, he won. You know what I mean? It was almost like the Zola moment where, like, at the end of the day, yeah, Zola was captured at the end of Winter Soldier or at the end of Civil War or whatever, but he still won. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You mean Zemo?
Zemo, yeah.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean. Yeah, he did still win.
I liked that.
Also, why would Harrison Ford, like, why would Thunderbolt be on the raft? I get it because he turned into Red Hulk, but that's for like super villains, like.
Because
they even put the Avengers there.
Yeah,
that's true. You're right. They did.
Yeah, it's just like a place to hold supers
in general,
like super powered people.
Yeah. Like you assume he can't transform into the Hulk in that cell. You assume. I don't know. They don't really they don't explain a lot. Like it's just things that we assume from the comics, but it's not always what that means.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they explain, like, I get it, like his medical pills were infused with gamma.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not talking about that.
I mean, I liked all of it. I really think the whole, like, the thing that he wanted, the thing that kept him fighting so hard, that's why we didn't see it till the end, is that he wanted to show Betty he was a different man. I just like really I really loved that plot line.
Cody wants to change. He wants to show the women in his life that he's not a monster.
God damn it, Jake.
That he is a better man.
He's drinking wine instead of beer.
Yeah, exactly. But in the end, Red Cody always comes out. Red Cody. Red Cannon.
So Cody is Red Hulk. Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh, is that who I'm getting in this movie?
Is that who he's getting? We're giving him Red Hulk?
Yeah, why not?
That's true. The other day, you did turn almost as pink as your headphones.
See? That was his first transformation.
Oh, I did like that you saw glimpses of it, like when he pounds the table.
He cracks the table, or like his eyes would glow red for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also did like the his Secret Service woman. I forget her name, but Sam's friend.
Oh yeah, she was great.
Like they could. I'd be down to see her developed into more of a character as well.
She was like the Sharon Carter of this movie.
For sure, 100%.
100%.
And where is she at the end of Falcon Winter Soldier? What the fuck has she been up to? Isn't she a villain now? You know, like...
Dude, Marvel just be leaving strings like unresolved.
Yeah, no strings attached.
I honestly don't know if they know it.
No,
they forgot about it.
I feel like they forget. Seriously, I feel like they forget.
Dude, they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. I think you know what I mean.
Yeah, like you could have still done this whole movie and not even had the Celestial shit in it.
Right.
Yeah.
I think they were just like, fuck, we need to reference that thing at least once.
Yeah.
And Kevin Feige's like, yeah, fine, put it in. Just have it be Celestial.
Dude, it's crazy because like there are so many. I just like don't know how they don't understand that if they're gonna adopt a storyline from the comic, they need to really just focus on doing that storyline instead of just cherry picking fragments. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, like I think a better Red Hulk movie or more Red Hulk focused movie would have you not know who the Red Hulk is. Like in the comics at first, you get introduced to Red Hulk. He's so OP. He's kicking Hulk's ass. He's kicking everyone's ass. And you don't know who he is. And then you eventually find out he's Ross. So that's like a big reveal that he's Ross.
I never
like
knew
I guess
that.
you can't really.
I never knew that was his like origin. That's cool.
His original storyline's really fun to read. It's Jeff Loeb.
Yeah.
I forget who the artist. Oh, McGinnis. You know that artist? Very distinct.
I know what you're talking
Very
about.
cartoonish. They're a great combo. That's a cool Hulk storyline to read. And I think the leader is involved with that too. But I agree with what you're saying, Cody. Like anything more focused, like would have, I think, maybe even made the movie better. But like that's what I'm saying. I feel like Sam Wilson deserves like Winter Soldier is such a Captain America movie. You're not taking elements from anything else. Like Sam Wilson deserves his own Cap movie, and I think a better one, honestly. And like I said, I like Falcon. Well, someone to make it short because he actually did a cool Falcon run. But like Falcon and the Winter Soldier again lean more heavily into this. Like even in the comics, in real life, people would have those like not my Cap vibes where they actually didn't want him to be. And I think Marvel
a bunch of racist pieces of shit.
Exactly, but MCU never leans that heavily into political stuff, and I think that's what would make a better, more real Cap movie.
I think what we're saying is at the end of the day, the MCU is always gonna suffer from being a little pandery.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Sam Wilson as a character, I think, just deserves a better Cap movie than it being like an Incredible Hulk sequel light. That's all I'm trying to say. Like Cap has his own rogues gallery, Cap has his own storyline. Sam Wilson has his own storyline.
I mean, they could have even brought Zemo back.
Exactly.
Yeah, that'd have been cool.
And that continues from Falcon and the Winter Soldier, even, like there's just, so like obviously it didn't feel like maybe they were just trying to make a Hulk sequel. And I'm not even saying that like derogatorily, like as if that's a bad thing, because I think we all want a Hulk sequel. We want more Hulk. I'm just saying this isn't really the movie I wanted for Sam Wilson's debut as Cap. Let's just say that.
Okay. You know what? Going back to what you said about like leaning into the whole, both in fandom and in comic books being like not my Cap. You're right. Like in Falcon Winter Soldier, some of the best moments are like when they kind of had those conversations with Isaiah Bradley.
Yes.
About like, race relations in America and Cap. And also like once again in this movie, when Isaiah Bradley was like, dude, why the fuck are you simping for the president? Like, you're still a black man to these people just because you have the Cap. I agree. That is the strongest part. But it's like, a company like Disney would never do that. Because realistically, those people are probably make up a lot of the fandom and they would lose a lot. People would be like, but they'd be like, yeah, that's right, not my Cap. And now I'm not going to go see that movie because you called me out on being a racist piece of shit.
Yeah, they would honestly, I think they would like.
It would make for a better movie, but there's no.
They would use terms like it's too woke. Marvel went too woke.
Yeah. People are already calling this movie too woke.
Yeah. Are they?
Of course.
I guarantee you can go on any like comment section and find.
I mean, just because a black man is the star, they'll call it woke.
Exactly, I agree.
Yeah,
it's just a dumb word. It's just like a dumb throwaway thing. They don't know what else to say.
Dude, I literally heard someone call Alien Romulus woke because there's women in it, and I was like, you do realize Alien always had Ripley, right? Like, what? Are we seeing the same movies? Like, I don't understand what.
And like, what makes something woke if women are the leads? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, it's so dumb.
Then why didn't you like She-Hulk, Anthony?
You guys will always hold that against me.
I do like She-Hulk. I've showed people it and they laughed, so I thought it was funny.
I showed people it, they laughed, so there you go.
I mean, I've showed them other Disney Plus shit, Marvel, and they're like, nah, this is whack.
Listen, I didn't like it. And again, She-Hulk was not something that I hated. I just didn't like it if we're ranking shit, it just wasn't ever in my top like 5 MCU shows.
See, whenever I think of strong female characters, it's always in my top 5 anything.
Oh wow. Top 5 anything.
DEI Jake.
But at the end of the day, Captain America also is just a more grounded character. Winter Soldier was a more grounded movie. Like, this is not as grounded. That's all. You know?
I mean, this cap literally is about not being grounded. This cap flies.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Hey. Okay.
Let Cody cook.
Let Cody cook.
Dude,
LCC.
that fight scene in the bay of the Celestial Bay or whatever.
Slut
Gulf of America. Slutlestial? Is that what you said?
Slutlestial.
I thought that's what Cody said for a second.
That'd be gross. Slutlestial.
That's a good like
a cosmic
Galactus.
being of such sluttiness. Raw cosmic slut power.
That's what the countries are fighting over.
Slutamantium.
Trump's America would fight for that.
I mean, I would fight for slutamantium. I'm not gonna lie. Slutlestial.
It would be like Jake with an army he amassed. It's the ride of the Rohirrim, and he's with all the horses, and he's like, "We'll get the slutmantium."
Slutmantium.
Slutmantium.
But why is out of that giant celestial? Why is adamantium the only thing that's coming out of that? There's got to be cooler stuff that you could mine out of it. You know, why is that like the only?
I got the impression that it was just made up of adamantium, right?
The whole thing.
I thought the whole thing was adamantium. No,
At least,
I guess so.
I mean, at least
it looked it like
yeah.
I'm just trying to understand why that's such a thing. Like why they decided of all things, like that's a plot point.
Yeah, I don't know. Those are some writing things that I feel like weren't originally intended to be and got changed halfway through the script. Or
they're like, we got to make an X-Men reference.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. I mean, that makes sense.
Or they had to create some sort of international incident. Like, what else could they want? Like, it would make they didn't even have to do that. It could have just been like, who gets to like own the Celestial?
And then it's like now, you know, when they do introduce X-Men, will Wolverine already have adamantium on his skeleton? And if so, how? If this is the first thing we're seeing,
That's
like,
what I'm saying. It
is
implies
there
that
other
he's not there
adamantium
yet.
in the world. Yeah, but we know he is there because I forget if it's Miss Marvel or She-Hulk. There's a newspaper and it says bar brawl with man with metal claws.
Oh yeah, they said that doesn't count, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
how does it not count?
They were like, it's a fun Easter egg they did, but it's like not official. Yeah, I know.
Cool.
I mean,
it's really making me love Marvel.
Hey man, I'm not saying Marvel. I'm just saying that like
You're Marvel's biggest shill right now, Cody.
Yeah, Cody. The tides have turned.
Shut up. Just because I thought this was better than I went in thinking this was gonna be straight balls. I went into it thinking it was gonna suck.
About to call you Shill Clinton, my dude.
No,
Shilliam Shakespeare.
I was about to I went in thinking that it was going to be a terrible movie. You know what I mean? I was like, at best case scenario, there's going to be some fun action. Hopefully, you know what I mean? Not every Marvel movie even pulls that off, I'd say. But this one, the action was top notch. Harrison Ford's acting was top notch. Even though they nerfed him, I liked the leader.
How did you feel about the post-credit scene?
Oh yeah,
it was like one of the weakest parts of the movie.
Yeah, I agree.
Heavily
it's also
implying
like
Secret
been known
Wars.
about secret. It's like we've been known about the multiverse. Like stop. Like it's no longer like the multiverse is coming. It's like okay,
yeah,
dude, make it something else.
That was a post-credit scene for babies.
It was.
I agree. Yeah, it was just lame. Honestly, like you know what would have been a great fucking post-credit scene is to piggyback off the adamantium thing, have Wolverine in a tank and be like, all right, we're going to begin the process of lacing adamantium. You know what I mean?
No,
that would have even been cooler.
Or even something like Stryker, like having whatever actor is going to be this universe's Stryker, who's in charge, who runs the weapons program, being like, how did you sneak it past all the governments, and him being like, I got my way, and just having him have the adamantium.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I agree with you that like it was the weakest way to go about it.
Like it's kind of implying there's that one canister and that's all the adamantium. Is that also? Am I misreading?
No,
that?
you're misreading that.
That
was
exactly.
just
You're misreading. That was just like a sample that the Japanese had gotten, but then got stolen,
gotcha.
and then
Yeah.
See, it also makes sense for it to be in Japan, and see that maybe Wolverine is a Japanese Wolverine, which wouldn't be too crazy.
No, I know.
It would be an interesting twist on the character.
I don't know. I don't know if people would like an Asian.
Oh
Asian
my
Wolverine.
God, people would.
But he has such a Japanese background,
Anthony,
you know.
Yes, we all know that, but you really think there's people out there who would be like,
hold on, but now
my Wolverine ain't Japanese.
I'm cooking a little though. I think that might hint at something. No, just what I just said.
Oh,
like maybe not a Canadian Wolverine, and you know, Canada's not our friends anymore apparently. So
okay, so wait, time out. Let's go. Let's extrapolate. So who would you get to play this Asian Wolverine?
That's a great question. Like, I guess he's got to be a young-ish actor, but not too young.
Yeah.
I don't know any.
I don't know. I would really have to think about that. And honestly, like a lot of first phase MCU is people that I don't really know. When it came out, you know, like, yes, we had Robert Downey Jr., but I knew Chris Evans from like not another teen movie. I wouldn't consider him.
Yeah.
I didn't know who Chris Hemsworth was, you know?
Yeah. Robert Downey Jr. hadn't done anything other than Kiss Kiss.
Years.
He did Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and he did, but that was actually after.
Oh, no, yeah. This was
Iron
like
Man
his
1.
comeback.
Yeah.
But I guess what I'm saying for the X-Men, if they cast all new unknowns,
those days are
that would be
long.
fine.
Those days are gone, buddy.
What do you mean?
Disney, there's too much money in the franchise. I mean, why do you think they're like, it's just like too big. They're never going to be giving it to a no-name again.
I
don't agree with that.
I hope I'm wrong. I'd love to be wrong.
And no name is the wrong thing to say. I'm just thinking
like Chris Pratt wasn't a no name, but he wasn't a household name.
Right, yeah, that's
Parks and Rec. And now he's, everything.
And I think Disney gives a lot of younger actors a chance.
I agree.
Okay, maybe I was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, Cody.
But no, like I'm starting to think it's just like what my prediction for what the X-Men are looking like in the MCU is that it's going to be a younger team, and maybe we get older actors, and those could be bigger names to like kind of anchor it. Like even your Professor X or Magneto, whoever that may be, but give younger actors a chance for certain other X-Men. I don't know. Even the Fox X-Men movies did that. Like, I don't think you need Jennifer Lawrence level actors to be on the X-Men.
She also didn't add anything as
she sucked.
Like Mystique.
Well, that's because like when she did the first one, she wasn't nearly as big.
That's true. She wasn't a big star.
Yeah.
Then she got bigger throughout.
And they made her more important, but also like forced it forced the scripts to like deviate from her being anything like Mystique.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah, nothing like Mystique. She was like Professor X, but just Mystique.
Yeah.
So wait, I don't know if you guys even care enough, but in the movie, another point is that Harrison Ford, Hulk wants Sam Wilson to restart the Avengers.
Facts.
Which we're obviously going to see, and obviously he's going to need them for Secret Wars. So, as much as you care or don't care about the MCU, who would you see like or assume is going to be on his Avengers?
Assume
based
as
on
of
post
right
Endgame.
Now, obviously Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man
of
is
course.
on the Avengers.
He's got to be.
I'm assuming Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange is there.
Absolutely.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, right? I guess Wasp too. She's alive.
Wasp. War Machine.
War Machine? Is he still there?
So? Yeah, he's still there.
We after Secret Invasion, I mean, it was like a weird situation because he got captured.
Just find out he's been captured, but he could just put on a suit. He's already
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, so he could come back.
Shuri.
Ooh,
yeah.
That's right.
Ironheart, for that matter. She's still there.
What about Namor? We have yet to. I don't know.
I don't think he would join. Yeah.
Exactly. I don't think he would join, but it'd be obviously he'd show up in like a final battle, and then he'd probably be like, "Fuck you guys, and go back to."
We already have 8 people though, so I don't think it would be huge.
Dude, have you not seen Infinity War or Endgame, my boy?
So you think it automatically just has to be a huge team? Like Shang-Chi has to be on it.
No,
Shang-Chi has to be on it.
I think you're right. I think at first it would be obviously just like 8-7 people just typical Avengers numbers roster.
Yeah.
But then once they realize they can't win, it seems like, in Endgame, everyone's an Avenger. Like,
right. Well, yeah, there's definitely going to be different squads.
Somewhere's Wakanda is someone who fought in that battle and was like, hey, by the way, like, I'm an Avenger. And they're like, no, you're not, dude. I was there when Cap said Avengers Assemble. They're like, you're not a fucking Avenger.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree with you. It would have like the typical roster, like 7 or 8, and then
right. Because we know Avengers Doomsday is coming up, and that's going to be like the prelude to a lot of stuff.
Oh, God.
All right, so as far as core team, yeah, I Spider-Man, Shuri, Doctor Strange, and then Thor's still out there. Thor's still alive.
Thor, She-Hulk. She-Hulk's out there.
She-Hulk, true.
I don't think Moon Knight would be. Like, I think we'll see him in Secret
Thank
Wars,
God.
but
yeah,
no, he wouldn't be on the Avengers.
What about Miss Marvel?
Maybe.
Or Kate Bishop, both of them.
But see, they implied that at the end of the Marvels that they would have the Young Avengers
you don't
happening.
care about the Avengers, Anthony.
I know, but they're still going to happen. I bet it's going to happen.
Stop trying to make. You're the only one trying to make them happen.
It's just
The MCU is trying to make it happen. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just
I feel like
saying.
if you were to look at all the fan mail asking for
The fan mail.
Young Avengers to happen, a lot of it would come from Anthony.
Hey, I don't not want it to happen. I like the Young Avengers. But I'm saying I could see different squads forming just because they all don't know each other or have a reason to even interact.
Yeah, I agree.
Would you rather on Sam Wilson's team? Would you rather it be She-Hulk or Red Hulk?
I think it would be
She-Hulk.
Red Hulk. Ooh, okay.
Look at you guys.
Oh, no, I don't think it would be Red Hulk. Red Hulk was a menace.
But it was
Yeah.
his idea, and you could see like they kind of have more of a better understanding of each other.
I think
Also,
Red
Hulk
Hulk is like
should
a
be a
last. That's true. Hulk is still there. I think Red Hulk.
But
is
he
the
doesn't
but
last
throw him in the
anymore.
trash. I don't ever want to
Yeah.
see I don't want to see Ruffle Hulk ever again.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it would be cool if something happens between him and Red Hulk to have an actual fight, but he needs to Hulk out for real. Like, it can't be Ruffle Hulk.
I know. I don't want to see Smart Hulk ever again.
I don't
Yeah.
want. I just don't. I don't want to think about the Hulk until Secret Wars is over and they just start with a new Hulk. I'm done with Mark Ruffalo. I like Mark Ruffalo as an actor.
What if he sees Betty die and he like hulks the fuck out?
I don't like Mark.
Or
Ruffalo.
Ross
He's
puts
like-
Betty in danger? Come on, that would be.
Yeah.
He needs a reason to just Hulk the fuck out again.
Yeah, I agree. To bring the Hulk out of him, where it just overrides Smart Hulk.
Yeah, because we're all sick of him.
Uh,
They're obviously saving it for something, like a big they're just edging us until they let the Hulk back out.
Until they can do like Planet Hulk or World War Hulk. Or
they can't do Planet Hulk because that was
Yeah.
Hulk, that was Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, they could do World War Hulk though.
Yeah, they could do World War.
Yeah, they could make him go. They could make him go nuts.
Yeah.
Bring out Gladiator Hulk,
Yeah.
World Breaker. I would like to see that. That's always been a rumor. World War Hulk. You have enough of a roster. You have She-Hulk there. You do have his son, even though we all hate his fucking guts.
Let's just do Immortal Hulk. Make that into a movie.
I would love that.
That would be a tough thing to make into a movie, though.
You know who could do it? Ang Lee, dog. I don't think these new posers can do it. Only Ang
Bring
Lee
Ang
can
Lee
do
back.
It. Ang Lee laid the blueprint for Immortal Hulk.
For sure. I agree with you.
That's fair. Yeah,
So, just saying.
you can't deny that. No,
Y'all,
yeah,
y'all can't deny it. I'm a fucking writer. Y'all don't want to fuck with me.
But you should go listen to our Ang Lee Hulk episode. That's a
Wait, we
good
haven't
one.
even given an official number yet.
No, we haven't. But I'm just
Oh,
saying.
shit. You should go listen to that, yeah. And our Mortal Hulk coverage.
Yeah.
Yep.
And our Hulk Ground Zero coverage.
Oh,
Hey,
facts.
we
These
love
are
the
yeah,
Hulk
actually
here.
these are all very relevant to today's topic.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about the Incredible Hulk movie. Like, we should do an episode on that.
I'm
We
down. Let's totally do it.
We also need to do cover some Captain America runs in comics.
Oh, comic runs? Yes. Winter Soldier for sure. We got to talk about
Yeah, Ruby Babies run.
Ruby Babies.
Ruby baby, I love you.
Look, I'll rip the Band-Aid off and give this movie a score.
Oh, here we go.
It's gonna get, for me, I'll give it a 4.5.
That's
Okay,
respectable.
I accept that. I think that's fair and just. I don't think this is a perfect movie. I think it has its flaws. I just think it's better than a lot of output we've seen from Marvel post Endgame.
Yeah.
And I know that's a low bar, but it
Low
felt
balls.
I did like it. I had a good time in the theater. I had fun. It was cool watching KO be like, "This is awesome." Yeah.
So what are you giving it?
I'll give it a gentleman's 5.
Ooh. I'm also going to give it a 4.5.
I think that's fair, and I accept this. I would have gotten pissed if you guys would have came in here with like a 3.5.
No, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't a 3. That'd be cap.
Yeah, and I think we said from the beginning we didn't hate it. Like I didn't hate it. I liked it. I would definitely watch it again. And if you haven't seen it yet, I would say go see it. It's definitely one of the better movies we've seen from the MCU in the past couple phases. That's for sure. But like, is it enough to say, like, Cody, because you are the toughest critic of the MCU, like by far. So like, is it
more hope now?
Yeah, exactly. Are you excited for more MCU after watching this?
I mean, I am. It wasn't even this. Didn't get me more hype for Thunderbolts, but it in a way did get me more hype for Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Okay. I am hyped for Fantastic Four, though. That trailer blew me away. I am excited for it.
And I like seeing it on the big screen, so I'll definitely go see that movie.
Yeah, hell yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh,
but
man.
yeah, no, I liked this. I think it's good. Harrison Ford knocked it out of the park. Anthony Mackie was great. I liked that it felt like it took itself a little more seriously and wasn't just like a movie of like a action movie filled to the brim with cornball jokes. The corniest joke was Joaquin, and I wish he died.
Yeah, exactly.
I loved the leader.
Hate Joaquin.
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't see the post credit scene?
What's the post?
Oh, it's back in that place. What's it called? Like in the gem in the Infinity Stone, where the cliff where Red Skull is. What is that place called again? Like they're at that place. Vormir, yes, thank you. Joaquin and Israeli Black Widow are at the cliff, and they're like, one of us has to die, and Red Skull's like, no, both of you have to die.
Dude, if that would have happened,
that would have been great. I'd give it a 6.
Yeah. If
both of you have to die.
Yeah, if mid credits had been the Sam Stern thing where he was like, oh, there are multiple universes, but then end credits, both of them died, I would have given the movie a 6.
Yeah.
Who did you guys hate worse though? The Israeli woman or Joaquin?
Joaquin. Because I love
Anthony
women.
wants to say Israeli woman. I could see it.
Yeah, Israeli
coming
Black
off
Widow.
his anti-Semitic lips already.
Yeah.
I love women.
Hey.
No, I hated them both equally. I would have been down to give her over to Hamas and let them do whatever they want. So. that as Thunderbolt Ross, that would have been my negotiating chip. It's like, all right, like
Hamas, just take her.
I'll give you this woman. Yeah, you can.
That's insane.
No, they're both whack. But Captain America, overall good. And I'm actually glad I saw it in theaters because
the action was dope.
The action was dope. It was cool seeing it on a big screen.
I think Marvel movies, unless they're like really godforsakenly awful, like Quantumania or Love and Thunder, I think they're meant to be seen on the big screen.
That is one Marvel movie that I was genuinely pissed after I saw it to have spent money on and go see it in theaters.
Quantumania, yeah, hell yes.
I was like,
same with Love and Thunder. I hated Love.
Same, I hated that.
Those turned us.
Yeah, for sure.
Like vampires.
Yeah.
But do you guys know that Love and Thunder is one of our most top listened to episodes to this day?
That's incredible.
Yep.
I wonder why.
It's because we just shat on it. Like, people like when we take big steaming shits.
Well, they're going to love my conversation on the call. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that's right, you guys.
All right, boys.
Go subscribe to our Patreon, you guys. Go check out all these other episodes we mentioned. Immortal Hulk, we covered. Hulk Ground Zero. Fucking Captain America Winter Soldier. Falcon Winter Soldier.
They all relate to this.
They all relate to this.
It's kind of like you needed to see
exactly
Incredible
we're like
Hulk.
the MCU now. You now need to listen to our previous episodes.
Yeah, we're so
fully
convoluted in our
story
lore.
line.
Yeah. And we there are some strings we've left completely untouched. You know what I mean?
Not for me. I've been keeping tabs on all of them, dog. I'm tying these strings up as soon as the time is right. All right, you filthy animals.
All right, guys.
Hey, adios.
Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jacob H.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics and Chronic. That's Comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.